Welcome back my channel Old Crypto Coin. In new video today, we are exploring 3 fascinating Liberty One dime coins from the United States of America. These small silver coins may appear ordinary at first glance, but some examples have become highly sought after by collectors and investors across the country. In this video, we will discuss the history, design, mint marks, rarity, value, and collector interest surrounding Liberty Dimes produced at the Philadelphia Mint, represented by the P Mint mark or no mint mark on older issues, and the Denver Mint, represented by the D Mint mark. The Liberty Dime series occupies an important place in American coinage history. For many decades, these 10-cent coins circulated throughout the nation and were used in everyday commerce. Millions of Americans carried them in their pockets, spent them in local businesses, and saved them in jars and piggy banks. Today, surviving examples provide a direct connection to America's past. Our first coin is the Liberty Dime struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia was the first official mint of the United States and produced countless coins that helped shape the nation's economy. Many Philadelphia Liberty Dimes were minted in large quantities, but finding examples in exceptional condition can be extremely difficult. Coins that have sharp details, strong luster, and little wear often command significant premiums in the collector market. The obverse of the Liberty Dime features the famous image of liberty. The design symbolizes freedom, democracy, and the values upon which the United States was founded. Around liberty, collectors can observe intricate details that reveal the artistry of early American coin designers. Every line, star, and inscription contributes to the coin's historical significance. Turning to the reverse side, we find a beautiful design that reflects American strength and unity. The reverse often contains important inscriptions, including the denomination and national identity. Collectors carefully examine these details because variations in strike quality can affect value significantly. Our second coin is the Denver Mint Liberty Dime, identified by the D Mint mark. The Denver Mint played a major role in producing coinage for the growing American economy during the 20th century. Denver minted dimes are popular among collectors because certain dates and varieties can be surprisingly scarce. A small D Mint mark may seem insignificant, but it can dramatically influence a coin's value. Some Denver issues were produced in lower quantities than their Philadelphia counterparts. As a result, collectors often pay close attention to mintage figures when evaluating Liberty Dimes. Condition remains one of the most important factors in determining value. A heavily circulated Liberty Dime may be worth only a modest premium above its silver content, while a high-grade specimen certified by a professional grading service can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors use grading terms such as good, fine, extremely fine about uncirculated and mint state to describe preservation levels. The third coin in today's video is another Liberty Dime that has gained attention because of its rarity, condition, or unique characteristics. Many collectors enjoy searching through old collections and estate sales hoping to discover overlooked treasures. Stories of valuable dimes found in forgotten collections continue to inspire hobbyists around the world. One of the reasons Liberty Dimes remain popular is their silver composition. Most classic Liberty Dimes were struck from 90% silver and 10% copper. This precious metal content provides an additional layer of appeal for investors and collectors alike. Even common examples carry intrinsic value due to their silver content. Auction records demonstrate the extraordinary demand for rare Liberty Dimes. Exceptional specimens with outstanding preservation have achieved remarkable prices when offered at major numismatic auctions. These sales highlight the importance of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Collectors often examine Liberty Dimes under magnification to identify valuable varieties. Small differences in date placement, mint mark position, or die characteristics can transform an ordinary coin into a highly desirable rarity. Knowledge and careful study are essential for anyone interested in building a collection. Another fascinating aspect of Liberty Dimes is their historical context. These coins circulated during periods of economic growth, technological advancement, and major national events. Every surviving dime serves as a miniature artifact from American history. As the years passed, many Liberty Dimes were lost, melted, damaged, or worn down through circulation. This natural reduction in surviving examples has increased the desirability of high-quality specimens. Collectors compete vigorously for the finest known examples of key dates and mint mark combinations. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, Liberty Dimes offer endless opportunities for learning and discovery. Their rich history, attractive design, and potential value make them one of the most beloved series in American coin collecting. If you enjoyed this exploration of Liberty One dime coins from the Philadelphia and Denver mints, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment below. Tell us which Liberty Dime is your favorite, and whether you discovered any interesting coins in your own collection. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next exciting coin adventure. This can be expanded into a full 60-minute script by adding detailed sections on specific dates, mintage figures, grading examples, auction results, and collector stories. Step 1. Today we're going to explore one of the most interesting modern American coins, the 1991 D. Roosevelt dime. At first glance, this small 10-cent coin may seem ordinary, but many collectors are surprised to learn that certain examples can be worth far more than their face value. In this video, we will discuss the history, design, minting process, value, rare errors, and collector demand for the 1991 D. Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime has been a part of American coinage since 1946. It was introduced shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt was widely respected for leading the United States through the Great Depression and World War II. He was also closely connected with the March of Dimes campaign, which helped fight polio. Because of his contributions, the United States Mint decided to honor him by placing his portrait on the dime. The 1991 D. Roosevelt dime was produced at the Denver Mint. The letter D, located near the date, identifies the coin as being struck in Denver, Colorado. During 1991, the Denver Mint produced more than 601 million dimes, making it a common coin in circulation. Despite this large production number, collectors still search for high-grade examples and rare mint errors. When examining the front of the coin, collectors can see the portrait of President Franklin Roosevelt facing left. The word Liberty appears along the left side, while the phrase, "I in God we trust," is located below Roosevelt's chin. The year 1991 appears on the lower right side. The design was created by John R. Sinek, whose initials can be found near the base of Roosevelt's neck. The reverse side of the dime contains a torch in the center. The torch symbolizes liberty. An olive branch appears on one side, representing peace, while an oak branch appears on the other side, symbolizing strength and independence. Around the edge are the inscriptions United States of America, 1 dime, and E pluribus unum. Many collectors admire this simple but meaningful design. One interesting fact about the Roosevelt dime is its composition. Earlier Roosevelt dimes struck before 1965 contained 90% silver. However, the 1991 D dime is made from a copper core covered by a copper-nickel outer layer. The coin weighs approximately 2.27 grams and has a diameter of 17.9 millimeters. Because it contains no silver, most circulated examples are worth only face value. Even though millions were produced, condition plays a major role in determining value. A worn coin found in pocket change is generally worth 10 cents. However, a brilliant uncirculated example that has never entered circulation can be worth several dollars. Collectors often look for coins with strong details, attractive luster, and minimal contact marks. Professional grading services use a scale from 1 to 70. A coin graded MS-60 is considered uncirculated, while MS-65 and above represents a high-quality example. The finest known specimens can command impressive premiums compared with ordinary circulated pieces. One feature that advanced collectors seek is known as full bands. On the reverse of the Roosevelt dime, the torch contains horizontal bands. If these bands are fully separated and sharply struck, the coin may qualify for the full bands designation. Finding a 1991 D dime with strong full bands details is extremely difficult. Specialists consider these examples much scarcer than ordinary pieces from the same year. Some certified examples have sold for significant amounts at auction. Now let's discuss mint errors. Error coins are mistakes made during the production process. These mistakes can transform an ordinary coin into a valuable collectible. Some of the most popular errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, clipped planchets, double dies, and missing clad layer errors. When such errors are confirmed by experts, they often attract strong collector interest. Collectors searching through rolls of dimes frequently inspect every coin carefully under magnification. A small minting mistake that may go unnoticed by most people could potentially increase the value of a coin. This treasure hunting aspect is one reason coin collecting remains popular around the world. The Denver Mint itself has a fascinating history. Established in Colorado, it became one of the most productive mints in the United States. Billions of coins have been produced there for circulation. The D mint mark on the 1991 dime serves as a reminder of this important mint facility. Another reason people enjoy collecting Roosevelt dimes is the challenge of completing date and mint collections. Some collectors attempt to gather every Roosevelt dime produced from 1946 to present. Others focus only on high-grade examples. Completing a full collection can take years and requires patience, research, and dedication. Many new collectors wonder whether every old dime is valuable. The answer is no. Value depends on rarity, condition, mint mark, demand, and special characteristics. While the 1991 D dime is not considered rare in circulated condition, exceptional examples can still attract attention from serious collectors. Coin grading is another important topic. Experts examine factors such as wear, strike quality, luster, and surface preservation. A coin with fewer scratches and stronger details generally receives a higher grade. Even a single point difference on the grading scale can dramatically affect market value. The coin market changes over time as collector demand rises and falls. Certain modern coins once ignored by collectors later become highly desirable. Because of this, many hobbyists save high-quality examples of modern coins, hoping they may become more valuable in the future. When searching for valuable 1991 D dimes, collectors often check bankrolls, coin jars, estate sales, and inherited collections. While most examples are common, the excitement comes from the possibility of discovering a rare error or an exceptionally well-preserved specimen. Many people are surprised to learn how much history can be connected to a small 10-cent coin. The Roosevelt dime tells the story of a famous American president, the fight against polio, the evolution of U.S. coinage, and decades of American history. As we reach the end of today's video, remember that coin collecting is not only about money. It is about history, art, education, and excitement of discovery. Every coin has a story, and the 1991 D. Roosevelt dime is no exception. Step 2 today, we are exploring an interesting American coin that many people overlook every day, the 1996 P. Roosevelt dime. At first glance, this small 10-cent coin may seem ordinary, but coin collectors know that even common circulation coins can have fascinating stories, hidden details, rare errors, and surprising values. The 1996 P. Roosevelt dime represents an important chapter in modern United States coinage, and by the end of this video, you will understand its history, design, production, collectible value, and why collectors continue searching for special examples of this coin. The Roosevelt dime series began in 1946, shortly after the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Roosevelt was one of the most influential presidents in American history and played a major role in helping the United States through the Great Depression and World War II. Because of the support for the March of Dimes campaign, which fought against polio, the United States Mint decided to honor him by placing his portrait on the 10-cent coin. The Roosevelt dime replaced the famous Mercury Dime and has remained in production for decades. The 1996 P. Roosevelt dime was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. The small P mint mark located near the date indicates that was struck in Philadelphia. This mint mark is important because Philadelphia dimes did not regularly carry a mint mark until 1980. Collectors often check the mint mark first when examining Roosevelt dimes because it helps identify where the coin was made. One of the most impressive facts about the 1996 P. Roosevelt dime is its enormous mintage. More than 1.4 billion examples were struck by the Philadelphia Mint. This means the coin was produced in massive numbers to meet the needs of commerce throughout the United States. Because of this huge production, most circulated examples remain very common today and can still be found in pocket change, coin jars, and bankrolls. The coin is made from a copper-nickel clad composition. It contains an outer layer of copper and nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs approximately 2.27 grams and measures 17.9 millimeters in diameter. Like other modern Roosevelt dimes, it features a reeded edge with small grooves around the rim. These specifications help collectors identify authentic examples and distinguish them from altered or damaged coins. Looking closely at the front of the coin, we see the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left. The word Liberty appears along the left side, while the national motto, "In God We Trust," is positioned below the portrait. The year 1996 appears beside the neck, along with the P mint mark. The design was created by John R. Cynic, whose initials can be found on the coin. His work remains one of the longest-running designs in American coinage history. Turning to the reverse side, collectors find a design rich with symbolism. A torch stands in the center, representing liberty. On one side is an olive branch symbolizing peace, while an oak branch on the other side symbolizes strength and independence. Together, these elements communicate values that have long been associated with the United States. Around the design appear the inscriptions United States of America, 1 dime, and E pluribus unum. The year 1996 was especially significant for Roosevelt dime collectors because it marked the 50th anniversary of the Roosevelt dime series. To celebrate the occasion, the United States Mint also produced a special 1996 W. Roosevelt dime at the West Point Mint. Unlike the common Philadelphia coin, the 1996 W version was issued only in special mint sets and had a much lower mintage of about 1.457 million pieces. This special anniversary issue has become one of the key modern Roosevelt dimes sought by collectors. Because the 1996 P. Roosevelt dime is common, most circulated examples are worth only face value. However, condition plays a major role in determining value. Coins that have remained uncirculated, showing nowhere from circulation, can be worth significantly more than 10 cents. Collectors pay premiums for examples with strong strikes, attractive luster, and minimal contact marks. High-grade coins certified by professional grading services often bring the highest prices. When searching through rolls of dimes, many collectors look for coins that exhibit exceptional quality. A coin that appears bright, sharply struck, and free from scratches may be worth setting aside. Some collectors build complete date-and-mint collections of Roosevelt dimes, while others focus on finding the finest known examples for each year. The 1996 P issue is commonly included in these collections because it represents the anniversary year of the series. Another exciting aspect of collecting the 1996 P Roosevelt dime is the possibility of discovering mint errors. Error coins are mistakes that occur during the manufacturing process. Examples include off-center strikes, broad strikes, double dies, clip planchets, and other unusual varieties. While most 1996 P dimes are ordinary, error examples can attract significant collector interest and sometimes sell for far more than face value depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Many beginning collectors wonder whether every old dime is valuable. The answer is no. Value depends on rarity, condition, demand, and special characteristics. Since the 1996 P. Roosevelt dime was produced in such large numbers, ordinary circulated examples are not rare. However, exceptional uncirculated specimens and dramatic mint errors may command higher prices in the collector market. This is why careful inspection is important when never examining coins. The popularity of coin roll hunting has introduced many new collectors to Roosevelt dimes. Coin roll hunters obtain rolls from banks and search through them looking for silver coins, key dates, mint errors, and collectible varieties. Even though the 1996 P. Roosevelt dime is common, hunters still examine every coin carefully because rare errors occasionally appear. The excitement of finding something unusual keeps the hobby growing year after year. Collectors also appreciate the historical connection between Roosevelt and the March of Dimes organization. Roosevelt's personal struggle with polio inspired efforts to support medical research and treatment. The dime became closely linked with these efforts, making the coin more than just money. It became a symbol of determination, public service, and progress in healthcare. Stap Lossaday. We are taking a deep dive into one of the most common yet fascinating modern American coins, the 2022 P. Roosevelt dime. At first glance, This small 10-cent coin may seem ordinary, but behind its design lies a rich history connected to one of America's most influential presidents, the fight against polio, and a continuing legacy of United States coinage. Whether you are a coin collector, a history enthusiast, or someone who enjoys checking pocket change for hidden treasures, this video will guide you through everything you need to know about the 2022 P. Roosevelt Dime. The Roosevelt Dime has been part of American currency since 1946. It was introduced shortly after the death of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, one of the most important leaders in American history. Roosevelt served as the 32nd President of the United States and guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. His image was chosen for the dime because of his strong connection to March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to fighting polio. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the United States Mint, selected the 10-cent coin as a tribute to his contributions and his support for medical research. Now let us focus on the 2022 P. Roosevelt Dime. The letter P indicates that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most important minting facilities in the United States. The Philadelphia Mint has produced billions of coins over the years and continues to play a major role in American coin production. The 2022 P dime was created for circulation, meaning it was intended to be used in everyday transactions across the country. Looking at the obverse or front side of the coin, collectors will immediately notice the left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt. Above and around the portrait appears the word liberty. The phrase "I in God we trust" is located near Roosevelt's neck, while the year 2022 and the mint mark P can be found below and to the side. The design was originally created by Chief Engraver John R. Cynic and has remained largely unchanged for decades. The reverse side of the coin features a powerful symbolic design. At the center stands a torch representing liberty. On one side is an olive branch symbolizing peace, while on the other side is an oak branch representing strength and stability. Around the design are the words United States of America, E pluribus unum, and one dime. This combination of symbols reflects the core values that Americans have cherished for generations. Many people assume modern coins contain silver, but that is not the case with the 2022 P. Roosevelt Dime. The coin is made from a copper core covered by layers of copper and nickel. This composition has been used for circulating dimes since 1965, when rising silver prices forced the United States government to remove silver from everyday coinage. The coin weighs approximately 2.27 grams and has a diameter of about 17.9 millimeters. Its edge features distinctive reeds that help identify the denomination by touch. One of the most impressive facts about the 2022 P. Roosevelt Dime is its enormous mintage. The Philadelphia Mint produced more than 1.5 billion examples. Such a large production number means that most circulated examples are worth only their face value of 10 cents. However, collectors know that condition can make a huge difference. Coins that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition often command higher prices. In a collector market, coin grading plays a major role in determining value. Professional grading services examine coins for wear, luster, strike quality, and overall appearance. A heavily circulated 2022 P dime may only be worth face value, but a high-grade specimen with exceptional detail can attract collector interest. Coins receiving grades such as MS 67, MS 68, or higher are especially sought after because so few survive in near-perfect condition. Collectors also pay attention to a special designation known as full bands. On the reverse side of the Roosevelt Dime, the torch contains horizontal bands. If these bands appear fully separated and sharply struck, the coin may receive a full bands designation from grading services. This feature indicates an especially strong strike and often increases the coin's value significantly. Full band examples are much harder to find than ordinary circulation strikes. Another exciting aspect of coin collecting involves mint errors. Although the United States Mint maintains strict quality control standards, mistakes occasionally occur. Collectors search for off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, missing clad layers, and other unusual production errors. While most 2022 P dimes are perfectly normal, a genuine mint error can transform a 10-cent coin into a valuable collectible. Some rare errors have sold for substantial premiums at auctions and coin shows. When examining your own 2022 USP Roosevelt dime. Start by looking carefully at the surfaces under bright lighting. Check for unusual doubling in the letters and numbers. Examine the rim for irregularities and inspect the edge to ensure the copper core appears normal. Many beginners mistake post-mint damage for valuable errors, but experienced collectors learn to distinguish between genuine mint mistakes and damage caused after the coin entered circulation. Discussions among collectors often emphasize this important difference. The popularity of Roosevelt dimes continues to grow among new collectors because they are affordable and easy to find. Coin roll hunting has become a favorite hobby for many enthusiasts. People visit banks, obtain rolls of dimes, and search through them hoping to discover rare dates, high-grade examples, silver coins, or unusual errors. Although finding a valuable 2022 P dime is uncommon, the thrill of the search keeps collectors motivated. Another reason the Roosevelt dime remains important is its connection to American history. Every time someone spends or receives a dime, they hold a small piece of the nation's heritage. The coin honors a president whose leadership shaped the 20th century and whose support of the March of Dimes helped inspire medical advances that improved countless lives. That historical connection gives the coin meaning far beyond its monetary value. Modern coin collecting has also benefited from online communities. Enthusiasts share discoveries, discuss potential errors, and help identify unusual coins. These communities allow beginners to learn from experienced collectors and avoid common mistakes.